Welcome to CAS 109 Digital Presentations, Columbia Gorge Community College, The Dalles, Oregon, Mrs. Hewitt, instructor. This video is going to walk you through the Moodle course shell a little bit to help you get started. It's going to kind of show you the format for the weeks, and then you should be good to kick off and get going. So first things, when you come in here, you should always read the information that it's located at the top of each page. So you're going to go through and read this. This will be the Start Here video right there. Meet your instructor, the syllabus. Now that's a very important piece of paper and probably should be printed out so you have it. The instructor's news forum is where I will be posting things pretty regularly as either situations come up, a graphic is missing, or a link is broken and I'm giving you a new link. You just never know. Courses are live, things change. Something that was checked on Monday might be an issue by Wednesday. Well, might even be by Tuesday. You just never know. So you need to be checking that 2 or 3 times a week. And do not count on Moodle to send you the message. It's supposed to, but I have known for it to get forgetful and forget to send an email message, so you need to check in here. Coffee shop is basically for students. It's a student area. It's not a question area. It is, I need a ride to the college. I'd like to put together a study group. I've got kittens for sale, whatever it is. I do get the emails for it, so I kind of know what's going on, but I really don't monitor it very closely. Some email etiquette. Some online course etiquette. If you're kind of new to online and you're not sure what is expected, please check those links out. If you have a documented disability under ADA, please make sure you check that out. If you have problems with tech or anything like that, maybe you're new to online, this orientation would be a good thing. And the tutoring schedule. Now, they don't actually tutor for CAS classes particularly, but there is a tutoring schedule there provided for you. So let's go back to the syllabus for just a minute and talk a little bit about some of the information in it before we move on to the data files that you'll see kind of peeking in right there. When you get in here, you'll notice it's an online course, how to contact me. My first choice is through Moodle Messages because then we have a record of the message. However, if you cannot use Moodle Messages for some reason, you may use email, and that is also included there. There are 2 textbooks for this class. They're not very super expensive. I know it adds up a little bit, but this one is pretty vital for kind of the first half of the class, and this one becomes pretty vital for the second half of the class. You do need Microsoft PowerPoint. That is the program we will be using. If you own it already, great. If you don't, you can purchase it. And a lot of times the college bookstore will have it at the best price around. You can do some checking, but often that is the best deal. Also, the software is on all the computers in the library, on the Dalles campus, and on the student center machines on the Hood River campus. Also, there are public libraries around that often have Microsoft Office programs on them, so you could check there as well if you need to be working on someone else's machine because you do not own and do not want to buy or cannot buy the program itself. Course description, the outcomes, no show policy. That's an important thing to know about, so we're going to hop over here. And right here, it's the required work before Wednesday night, the first week of the class. So you're going to click on this. You're going to open this up. You're going to read through this. All forms require a 100-word post on your initial post and a 50-word reply throughout the term. All works must be done by 11:55 on Sunday night. That's a typo. That will be fixed on Sunday night. And this is kind of my posting for my introduction. I have a regular full introduction in there and kind of how it'll be scored. Now to start one, these come in automatically, so I'll get those out of there, but you're just going to click Add New Discussion. And you're going to come down here, title it, and start your post. When you go to reply to a person, it's kind of nice. This one's already here. I can borrow it. you're going to hit reply, and you can reply to that person. So that gives you a little intro on your forums. You'll be doing a few this term, but not one every time necessarily. If you do not complete that introduction forum post before Wednesday night, that puts you at risk for being dropped from the class on Thursday because of the CGCC no-show policy. If for some reason you absolutely cannot do it, your computer's dead, whatever, although you can do them on your phone if you had to. Forum posts can be done that way. It's not easy, but it can be done. Then you need to let me know ahead of time by Wednesday night that you're not going to be able to get it done, but you'd like to stay in the class, because otherwise you will be dropped on Thursday. Goes over some classroom expectations, Moodle accounts, due dates and times. The Sunday is listed right there. I'll get that other one fixed. Late work policy, evaluation and grading. This course is as a pass, no pass by default. If you would like a grade, you need to let me know by the end of the second week, and you need to check with CGCC and make sure you've done whatever has to be done there to be eligible for a grade. And then you have all your assignments listed here for the term. Now, the one thing that's going to be different about this class than probably a lot of your classes is that things will be due every 2 weeks. So every unit is kind of a 2-week chunk. These are the data files you will need to download and have on your computer to use throughout the term for all the projects. And then as you come in here, you'll see week 1 and 2 together, and the objectives and the resources are right here. So you'll come in for instructions to start with, so you know what to do. And then you will go to your assessments. You can look at that so you kind of know what that's going to be. And the first thing you're going to have to do are these chapter exercises. I suggest in the first week you get all your chapter exercises completed. And then in the second week you do your assessment. On forums, I suggest you get, like this disaster recovery forum, I suggest you get it done towards the beginning so that you have time to do a reply and everybody else has something to reply to. Again, same format. Sometimes if there's a resource I've included you need to look at for like the forum discussion or something, it'll be tucked right in here for you, usually below the directions. And then your assessment. Your chapter exercises go here, your assessment goes here, and your forum posts go there. Now, if you've never uploaded into Moodle, we'll take just a second and do that for you so you can see it. So I come in here and I hit Add Submission, and then I go to my file, wherever my file is on my desktop, or on my flash drive, or the hard drive, or wherever you're going to store it. And I'm going to drag that file up and let go of it. It'll take it a second to think, and then you can save the changes. After you've saved the changes, you could add a comment here if you want to, if you feel like the need to do so. And let's say you've gone and looked at this and you went, oh no, that's the wrong file. Or, oh, I need to finish something still. Click Edit Submission. You can make changes up to the time it's graded. After it's submitted, it is considered eligible for grading. Just click on it, delete it, tell it okay, and then you can lift the correct file up and save the changes again. And it's done. That's simple. That's ready to go now, taken care of. So what else do you need to know? Probably not a whole lot. Everything's due on the Sunday night at the end of the second week. If you've submitted it before that, it may be graded before that, and once it's graded, it is done. So make sure you're happy once you turn it in. Don't turn it in before you're done with it. Some weeks are set up a little bit different, so you'll notice this week has instructions and assessments and just some little different things here, set up a tiny bit different than the other weeks, but not by much. This one's got the assignments, the assessment to submit, and a conceptual design. This is where we will be moving into the other book on the non-designer's presentation book and spend some time there. Same here, and then your final research paper will be due down here. And I think that pretty well should kick you off for the term. Again, like always, if you have a question, you get stuck, you're not sure what to do, you run into a problem, this course has just been rebuilt. If you run into something, you say, wait a second, that doesn't make sense, please be sure to email me or Moodle message me, First Choice, and let me know. Hope you have a great term.